Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Between Seasons event on Project Cars 2. This is the Caterham race from Donington Park GP circuit, and let's take you through the grid for the start of this one then. So it is video on pole position there in the blue car. Then it is Bradders alongside him, second place. Pash is in third. Then Neil Farmack in fourth. Blakeney fifth. Sixth is NRP, when the camera gets there we are. And then sixth is NRP. Seventh is Stevie. Eighth is Bidzster and VMX Rider at the back of the grid. So let's get on with the race then. Here we go. Ready for the start here at Donington. And Bradders gets a lightning start from second place. He's straight into the lead before the first corner. As we go down towards Redgate. Video keeping on the inside though, trying to challenge him. Pash gives Video a little nudge into NRP, and that slows him down a bit, but no one rolls over yet. So I think we've had a roll in almost every race. As we go down the hill, we got Bradders with Pash pressuring from behind. Bradders goes onto the curb. Pash goes straight through into the old hairpin. As we go into the old hairpin with NRP, we've got Blakeney in the background, Neil and Video all very close together as well. Bidzster as well, the camera going funny again. As we go into the next corner, we've got a couple of cars on the grass. The red team, the Team Silverstone cars have just gone straight to the grass. As we look at Bidzster with there's Bradders and NRP just ahead, having a nice little battle there. NRP with Bradders on the outside. NRP on the inside over the curb. Can't quite make it stick. Bradders, oh, Bradders closing the door or what? That's slamming the door in your face. But Bidzster gets a good run on NRP then. Remember, GP circuit, so it's left-right now. NRP cannot stop mowing the lawn into the chicane. And he's got his teammate behind him now, Blakeney, as we go through the GP section now. Through the chicane and down towards the Melbourne Loop. Let's look at Bidzster with Bradders and Neil Farmack in there as well. Neil Farmack to the inside of Bidzster, a little tap there. Oh, contact between the two. NRP getting crossed up on the exit as well. As we go down towards Goddard's now, one of the hardest corners at Donington. Into the corner, into the downhill bit. You've got to try and stop the car from understeering, then counteract the oversteer on the way out the corner. Bidzster having a look at Bradders there as Blakeney and NRP go side by side. Bidzster trying to get alongside Bradders in towards Redgate. In towards Redgate we go on, late on the brakes. Carries the momentum into the corner and through into third place there. As we look further back, we've got Neil Farmack ahead of NRP and Blakeney as well. VMX and Video at the back of the grid. They're also very close together as well. There they are at the back. And let's watch the others down towards the corners. Oh, Neil on the grass there. Oh, NRP hits the grass with the rear wheels and sort of half spins as he rejoins, but that's lost him a lot of time. That back down to 7th place goes NRP there. VMX and Video having a nice little battle further back as well. All very close here at Donington Park, and the last Caterham race of the night. So the last Caterham race, we go into Coppice. Through Coppice we go. Neil Farmack in 4th place, trying to catch Bidzster. Oh, in the background, Bradders has lost it. Boards fly up everywhere. Ah, contact on the straight as NRP can't avoid him, and then Bradders comes back across and causes a massive accident there. Massive accident in the background. I told you a car would roll. There's Video, Blakeney and Bradders are all involved as they all try and recover there, but absolute chaos in these Caterhams, and Bradders is still trying to recover. There he is, found his reset button, but absolute chaos, and we'll get some replays on that chaos. Okay, here's a replay of the Bradders incident on lap 2. So he loses control out of the Coppice, comes back across, Blakeney can't avoid him. Then we go across the track, and then watch here. See, the other two just can't avoid him. We'll get another angle on that for you as well. Okay, here's the view from Video. So the accident starts to the head. Bradders hits the wall, comes back across, bang! Hits BMX, and then also Video can't go anywhere either. And they all sort of end up in the air or whatever, and then they all eventually get going. But that was absolutely insane. So as we come back from that then, let's breathe. Pash in the lead of the race then at Donington Park. So Team Donington, the two orange ones in first and third. Pash in the lead. Stevie second in the black car there. Then it's Bidzster in third. Neil fourth. I should mention also Bidzster's just done the fastest lap of the race, a 34.2 compared to everyone else in a 35 or a 36. So Bidzster on the move then. NRP in 5th. Blakeney in 6th. VMX is in 7th. There's Blake, and then VMX in 7th with the video behind him, and then Brad is at the back after all that controversy on the straight that we've just seen. Video closes up to the back of VMX down through Hollywood and the Craner curves. Down towards the bottom of the Craner curves into the old hairpin as it's catching the grass there, and I think Bidzster's past Stevie. Where's Stevie gone? Stevie's gone completely off somewhere. There he is. He's gone right back down from 2nd to 4th. So Stevie goes off the track. Replay. Okay, here's the replay. What happened to Stevie on lap 3 at McLean's? Goes into the corner and hits the curb. Loses the back end as the car digs into the curb. And the back end goes light, moves round, and then just avoids the wall and the Armco and rejoins just before the hill at Coppice. So as you come back from that then, Bidzster takes advantage of that and goes into 2nd place. Neil into 3rd, Stevie down to 4th. So in we go through the chicane with Bidzster sliding his way through. Remember, Pash and Bidzster both work as a marshal at Donington Park at the weekends in the race season, so they will know Donington Park very well. But Pash is leading Bidzster here. Let's see out of the two teammates who's going to come off on top in this one. Meanwhile, Stevie trying to catch back up to Neil after that mistake into Goddard's. And a bit of an early line in there for Stevie, a very early line in fact. I think it shortcuts the corner a bit. That could be a penalty if he doesn't slow down, so we'll have to see. As VMX and Video still very close. Out of Melbourne Loop though, they're very close. Right, they are touching. VMX touches the back of VMX there. Video touches the back of VMX. Too many V's. But he backs off and lets him go. Just gets a bit carried away under throttle there. And out of Goddard's we go and down the start-finish straight towards Redgate. Stevie's still trying to catch up to Neil here in towards the old hairpin, sliding his way through. Bidzster 1:33.6 last time round. He's trying to catch his teammate. There we go. There's Bidzster. We'll see Pash coming through shot. There he is. As Bidzster slides his way through McLean's, trying to catch his teammate up into Coppice. There, Pash sliding his way in, and so's Bidzster. Both of them pushing equally as hard as they can. Down the straight we go. As in the background, NRP goes off and sort of, well, takes the marker boards flying. Didn't need that one apparently. So. NRP rearranging the track, so probably trying to make it a bit wider so it's a bit more familiar like Silverstone, but NRP doing well in 5th place. In fact, I dare say he's slightly catching Stevie as well, so we'll see if he can keep up the pace. Oh, well, he would do if he didn't do those kind of mistakes, but he's trying his best. As Video's through on VMX down to 8th, and Brad is still at the back of the grid. Still at the back of the field so far. Meanwhile, Bidzster's right behind his teammate now. Bidzster's done the lap of his life here across the line. Watch the lap times. Here we go. 1:35.3 for Pash and a 1:33.4 for Bidzster. Almost 2 seconds faster than his teammate that time. As we go down the hill, down through Hollywood and the Craner curves, down towards the old hairpin. The two teammates together down the hill. Pash versus Bidzster, both simultaneously sliding down the Craner curves into the old hairpin. Bidzster hits the apex spot on. Pash a bit too wide there, but Bidzster on the way out gets a bit carried away on the throttle and goes onto the grass, has to lift off. So both equally matched here in towards McLean's. Pash runs wide, Bidzster stays on line up towards Coppice. That's not helped Pash out because Bidzster's right behind him now, almost touching the back of his car. Neil will be praying for these two to take each other off, but Bidzster gets the inside through Coppice and goes through. So Pash goes wide there and Bidzster carries the speed through the corner and gets through past Pash. As we go, oh no, he's letting him go back through. He must have cut the corner or something. So Bidzster must have cut the corner too much for the game to throw him a penalty up. So he's given the position back and he's going to do it again. So Bidzster goes through. Pash goes through. Sorry, Bidzster back down to 2nd. Let's see if they can do it again as Pash goes out the corner. Bidzster slides his way out the Melbourne Loop. Gets the power on early. Up towards Goddard's. Pash defends the inside. Bidzster goes very wide looking for a cutback. Pash goes wide and Bidzster goes straight through on the inside. Old school move there from Bidzster, and Pash takes the bait, goes wide, and a little cheeky flash of the lights there from Bidzster to flash the rear lights and say thank you very much. As Pash then tries to keep with his teammate. Let's see, 37.8 for both cars that time because of the little faux pas. As Pash then gets a bit over aggressive on the power as we go down through Hollywood. So Hollywood Craner curves, Bidzster sliding the car out into the old hairpin, again sliding the car into the apex, Pash doing the same in the background. So that's the lead for you as we go back. Let's have a look back. There's Blakeney, and then we've got Video and VMX. Still a couple of second gap now from Video to VMX, so Video's pulled out a slight little gap over him. Meanwhile, Brad is unfortunately tootling around at the back after that incident earlier on. So Neil Farmack in third place when we stop staring at the grass. There we go. Neil Farmack in the green car there. Let's see if he can make any inroads into Pash. We'll watch the lap times this time round. So obviously, because last time the two orange cars held each other up a bit, so they lost a bit of time. But we'll see what the lap times are this time round as we look at Blakeney there. I think Blakeney's been tootling round. He's being slowly caught by Video as well. So Blakeney is slowing. Oh, Video's off in the background. Video's off in the background. I saw the car go off there, and VMX will be going through. There he is. He's through. Video, I think he got too much power on out of McLean's and went to the inside on the grass. Luckily, just about recovered it, but lost a lot of time there, and VMX goes through into 7th. So our resident Aussie goes up into 7th place, and here we go into the chicane. Oh, VMX gets a bit of a twitch on, goes wide, and Video comes alongside him, side by side, down towards the Melbourne Loop as VMX gets the position done, so he holds on to the position into the Melbourne Loop. Meanwhile, we've got Stevie in 3rd. Neil has gone back down to 4th, so Neil loses time. 1:42 last time for Neil, so Neil's made a mistake. Replay. Okay, here's a replay what happened to Neil then for him to lose all that time. Lap 6 into the chicane. He hits the curb there. You see, he hits the curb and hits the gravel with the rear wheels. He gets the power on, loses control, does well to hold it, to be honest, as well as he did. Finally finds a gear, and Stevie goes, bye-bye, see you later. So as we come back from that then, let's have a look at the lap times of the top runners. So it's 1:34.0 for Bidzster last time round, 1:35.9 for Pash, and a 35.8 for Stevie. So Bidzster still pushing hard here to try and keep a gap, to try and make a gap from his teammate. So probably showing the pace for the new season, see what Pash has got to keep up with. But remember, this is in these cars. In the new championship, the Porsche Series, we're doing a lot of different cars and a lot of different track combinations. So there's a lot of change in the next championship. So it'll be about adapting to each car and track each time. So that'll be one of the new elements to that championship as we go through the chicane. Bidzster sliding his way out the corner there, really pushing hard. As we look to the background, we've got Neil and Stevie. Stevie's ahead in 3rd place, Neil down to 4th. After the mistake, as it slides his way out the corner again, similar line to Bidzster out of the chicane. VMX and Video still very close together. Oh, Video would be close, but he's off in the background. He's spun round at McLean's, and round he goes, and we can't see him. There he is, just coming over the crest into Coppice now, and gets back going, but way down the order now, and well, not way down the order, but way down on time. 6.5, 7 seconds to VMX now, so a lot of catching up to do for Video. Meanwhile, back at the front, Neil Farmack, he's trying to catch Stevie. Let's have a look at the lap times then. So 35.0 for Neil, 34.6 for Stevie. So Stevie's slightly faster that time round, but I think Stevie's just made a little mistake on the exit of that last corner. So Neil catches up slightly as we go through Hollywood as Neil slides the car right out there. Neil, this is no time to have fun. You need to catch Stevie here. You need to try and catch him for the podium. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but it's not the fastest way down the Craner curves. Well, I'll tell you something, it's the most ballsy, but that's a different subject. But Neil absolutely going for it here. All or nothing in these between season events. They are added up on points, obviously, for overall between seasons championships that we do. They're all consecutively added up. So we'll hopefully get those results at the end of the race for you. As we go down to the chicane, Neil trying to close up to Stevie late on the brakes into the corner. Stevie goes a bit deep into the first bit and consequently goes wide. This could be Neil's opportunity. He's closing up now. Stevie straight into the defence, into the Melbourne Loop. Zoom out camera into the corner. Will Neil go for a cutback and try and get the power on earlier? He tries to. Oh, Stevie gets on the power too early. Up towards Goddard's. He's going to try and defend here, as Neil's going to be right on him. Into Goddard's. Defends the inside line. Neil will try and do what Bidzster did, but he's not got to the inside quick enough. but he has got a good run out that last corner, gets the power on a lot earlier than Stevie. That could make the difference at the end of the straight, but Stevie's just got enough of a handle on it to keep hold of third place for now, but we are on the last lap of the race. Meanwhile, up front, Bidzster's got a 3.5 second lead over his teammate. He's really been pushing hard here, 134.5 and Pash in the 35s. So Pash still pushing hard down. It's still going to be a very good second place for him here at Donington Park. So home track for both of these two. And Pash goes through there. Stevie in third, still trying to keep off Neil Farmack as we go through McLean's for the last time, up towards Coppice for the last time. Last chance for Neil to try and make some ground on Stevie here. Let's see what he can do, but Stevie gets a very good run out of Coppice down towards the chicane. It's going to be this will be the difference maker. Down to the chicane. Bidzster's just down there, just keeping an eye on the leader, make sure we don't lose him going over the line as we go through the chicane. Stevie goes a bit deep, so does Neil. Both still trying to trump each other on pace. But meanwhile, Bidzster then up towards Goddard's. He's about to break his Donington jinx. He never has too much luck at Donington, unfortunately, even though it is his favourite track. But Bidzster crosses the line to take victory here at Donington Park. Bidzster wins from Pash in second place. Fastest lights, he's happy with that result as well. 1-2 for the team. 1-2 for Team Donington. Neil Farmack is going to hold off Stevie, who's... Oh, well, where's Stevie gone? Neil's got third. Stevie's gone. Well, he must have made a mistake on the last cut on the Melbourne Loop or something. But Stevie is... Well, where's he going? I thought we were going into the pits then. But Stevie he crosses the line. I don't know what he was playing out there, but Stevie probably in his own world. NRP in fifth. Good position for him. Blakeney is in sixth, but he's got VMX only 1.5 behind him, so don't mess up now, Blake, otherwise VMX will be right on you. Into the last corner, round Goddard's, into the inside line, don't run too wide, don't get greedy on the power, and straight across the line for sixth place goes Blakeney. Flash the lights, he's in sixth, VMX in seventh. Video is going to come across the line in eighth, coming round Goddard's now. Eighth place is going to go the way of Video Edeb. Very big slide out the corner, and across the line in eighth place goes Video, and Bradders is going to round off the 9. So we'll just get those results and the points of the Between Seasons Championships confirmed for you now. Okay guys, here's the results from that one then. So Bidzster wins yet another race here, well done to Bidzster. Then it's Pash in second place, third for Neil, then it's fourth for Stevie with NRP in fifth, then it's sixth for Blakeney, seventh for VMX, eighth for Video, and ninth goes to Bradders. And now guys, we move on to the Between Seasons events leaderboard. So here we go, this is an ongoing leaderboard. So Bidzster is at the top on 146, Stevie on 136, and it's Neil Farmack on 113, Blakeney on 96, 69 for Bradders, Video in 6th on 67, 66 for Gummy, 65 for Pash, very close there, Keith in 9th on 50, Growley on 48, NRP 43, Will 40, 38 for VMX and Callum, or Callum and VMX should I say, Cyrex 34, McMullen on 32, and Harry Boy Harley on 20. George, Pattis and TY have taken part in Between Seasons events, but unfortunately have scored 0 points due to not finishing as well. So good job by Bidzster there, and we will see you guys next time for the start of our new season in the Porsche series. We'll see you then for that one, guys. Take care.